Hi Kimbark Coyotes, welcome back to Crazy Critters. Today I'm sitting in what's left of our pumpkin patch. We have Dallas sit down here. Come on buddy, I know it's hot. There we go. It looks like the gophers have had their way with the roots and stems of our pumpkins, and they haven't really lasted too long. So I want to just share the few pumpkins that we have left. The word pumpkin comes from the Greek word pepon, which means large melon, and the scientific name is cucurbita. You heard that before when we talked about our zucchini. That's because pumpkin are in the squash family. We know that pumpkins are generally orange, like we see here. Oh, look at something else has been eating on our pumpkins. They're generally orange, but they can be white. We also know that they are delicious in pumpkin bread, soup, salads. You can cook them, eat the pumpkin seeds. You can eat the blossoms. You can eat the leaves even if you wanted. But I think they're most famous for jack-o'-lanterns is what I really think. So some interesting facts about pumpkins. We know that 62% of all pumpkins are grown in 10 of the United States, 10 states, as you'll see in this graph here. We know that we produce about 1.5 billion pounds of pumpkins a year on 65,000 acres of cropland, making pumpkins one of the most popular crops of all times. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple video clips I took early on of when our pumpkins first started growing, because they were so lush and beautiful, and there's lots of babies, and I think you'll enjoy that. So let's take a look at those clips now. Let's spend a couple of minutes talking about the parts of the pumpkin. The most visible part are these beautiful green leaves that are attached by stems, and I'm going to get close to this stem. The leaves make the food for the plant. We've talked about this through a process called photosynthesis. The leaves take in sunlight along with water and minerals and nutrients from the ground, from the roots, and our dirty air. Can you think about what that's called? You're right, carbon dioxide. And it makes food. Now, the cool thing is there are two byproducts from the plant making its own food. One, it lets out clean oxygen, which is what we breathe, hooray. And two, it stores its leftover food in the form of the fruits or vegetables that we eat. So we've got this, and I want to show you the stem. I'm not sure if you can see the little prickly things on here, but the stems and the backs of the leaves have some little prickly things. This is an adaptation. It keeps animals from eating the plant because you don't want anything pokey and sticky in your mouth. So that is one of those. We also have some orange flowers here. And the orange flowers come on, the bees pollinate right in the center there. And then if we're lucky, we will get pumpkins. So let's search and see what we can find here. Let's crawl around in the pumpkin patch. Oh my goodness, there's a pumpkin. Let me see if I can get this out of the way. Do you see it? Do you see that little baby pumpkin? Hooray! Now, hopefully by October, this little guy will be big and ripe for us to pick and make a jack-o'-lantern or maybe a pumpkin pie. So cool. Well, that's it for this episode. Make sure you share this video with your friends and you like us on Facebook. Here's to pumpkins. Happy October. See you next time.